Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. My name is Sharnetta. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day so far. So today's pick a card reading topic is going to be what big and unexpected changes are coming your way. So we're going to look at things that are coming towards you that you may not be expecting, hopefully all positive. But yeah, so we're going to look at that. So we have 4 groups here. Feel free to pick more than one if you feel guided to do so. I am doing personal readings, so I'll leave that information down below if you feel guided to get a personal reading from me. Now remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. They are also timeless, so whenever you find this reading is when you are meant to hear these messages. So I want to give a big thanks to all who have liked, shared, subscribed, and supported my channel. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I love doing this, and I hope you all enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy doing them. So without further ado, let's get on to your reading. Okay, my first pile, if you chose the letter, this is your reading for what big unexpected changes are coming your way. Okay. So I am getting a lot of success coming your way. I'm getting a lot of endings though for this success and new beginning to come your way. And it's an ending in what you're focusing on. It's an ending in what you're paying attention to. It's an ending in indecisiveness, indecision, procrastination. You're finally coming to the conclusion on what you deserve, what you want, and what is fair, because I do feel like you have been in a situation or, anything like that has just been unfair to you, that made you feel like you weren't ready, or made you feel like you couldn't take a risk, that made you feel like you were just stuck or trapped. Some type of painful, like disappointing sadness or heartache. This could be in terms of work. This could be in terms of relationship, just fit it to your situation. I see both, honestly. So I do feel like, yeah, you're definitely ending a situation that was giving you a lot of confusion, that was making you feel alone, that was making you feel burdensome, making you feel responsible for other people's crap, just making you feel really heavy and really just, I'm getting the sense of like alone type of energy. And so that's coming to an end, absolutely. And I feel like the quicker it's going to come to an end, what am I trying to say? Like, the more you focus on success, on what you want, and really practice the law of attraction, the more that you meditate on what it is you actually really want instead of letting other people choose for you, because I do feel like that was a situation that was happening, the more that you will, like, your old foundations will crumble and you'll start to build a new foundation for yourself that will be more decisive, that will be more action oriented. I feel like maybe a lot of you have been really passive in the past, or you're coming out of this passive energy, because I do feel like there's a sense where like a lot of people were expecting you to do stuff that they could have done themselves, or you were just taking on a lot of responsibilities that weren't yours to be responsible for, because you were really passive and you weren't standing up for yourself. So that all that is ending. You're finally like taking some time out. You're separating yourself from people who are putting their expectations onto you and it has nothing to do with you, and you're really kind of reflecting on what do you want your future to look like, what do you believe in, what do you feel in your heart is what you deserve. And I do feel like whatever success means to you, I feel like you are definitely going to get it the more that you focus on it and less focus on the past. So with this focus on success card, it really talks about creating success. It starts with creating your success in your inner world. So you are going to be more focused on your inner world. I do feel like your inner world is crumbling and it's reflecting your outer world, and it may look scary and it may look like a complete mess, but just know it's for your highest good. It's for your highest purpose. It's because you are focusing on your future. I do feel like you're more future focused oriented. This is also saying to observe what's happening around you, but don't take it personally. So if other people are like hurting you or really manipulating you or treating you unfairly, it's not personal. It's because they're going through their own type of tower moment. They're going through their own shit. Hurt people. It's more for you to kind of speak up and distance yourself when you feel like you're not being treated fairly, or you're feeling you're being disrespected in any type of way. So don't waste your time resisting what isn't working. Instead, you need to learn from your conditions of the past, and then decide how you want to move differently from here on out, and focus on only that. Also, there's a strong message here of not trying to control the outside circumstances to your situation, or not trying to control other people to kind of so you can take them with you on your success journey, because I do hear like they're not meant to come with you. They're not meant to, I mean, you shouldn't be, the only thing you can control is yourself and your emotions, but I feel like you may be trying to get other people to see your side of things, to kind of be nice to you, or you're like forcing them to do something that if they wanted to do it, they would do it. Does that make sense? So this is really asking you to kind of stay grounded, non-reactive, don't take anything personally, focus on what you want, really practice that law of attraction, avoid temptations to indulge in like negative reactions or negative situations, avoid trying to, I do feel like there's an end to all of that, like you're just like not indulging in any of that, you're not holding on to any resentful feelings, all that stuff is going. With the death card, this is like a really strong transformation, it's a really strong change and a rebirth happening, and it's helping you to focus on what you want, especially with this new moon in Aries. Aries is all about self, it's all the first house, it's all about focus and action oriented. Aries really don't get distracted unless they have other things in their chart, but it's really, really focused and really, really intentful and motivated by action and success. So this is all about changing your perspective. Your perspective is definitely changing, and the more that you spend time alone in meditation, bringing answers, looking for answers, and having your spirit guides in the universe sending you answers in little ways, the more that it can help you build a whole new foundation for yourself. So basically what unexpected changes are coming is a new foundation, one that's based off success and not negativity or burdens or other people's ideas of success. This is based on your success, what you want for your future, what success means to you, what you want to attract, so you can live the life and build the foundation that is more solid, more stable, more grounded, and much more authentic to yourself. So with the Fool in reverse next to the Hermit, I do feel like you're finally taking a break from that feeling of fear, that feeling of, feeling like you're not confident enough to do whatever you want to do. I do feel like you're reflecting a lot about that, and you're releasing that burden. This is a fear burden type of thing, and it's something that is something that you had to go through. I'm hearing something that was kind of in your karmic or your contract in terms of karma, that you needed to realize that you can do whatever you want. You can take a leap of faith, you can take a risk, you are confident, you have everything you need. This is a new beginning. So I do feel like this is a 0 and this is a 9, so there is a completion coming where you are realizing that you don't have to be alone, and maybe you were alone because you're around people who just, you were alone with people who, like, it's like you felt alone with people, and it wasn't you, it was the people. Does that make sense? It was because these people didn't really, not, I feel like they were like maybe taking advantage of you or using you in some way, or just not respecting your needs, not respecting what you wanted for yourself, for your life, for your future, and you were kind of taking on their burdens, taking on their crap, taking on their stuff. But now you're kind of just working on yourself. You're literally working on this inner, listening to your inner sage, listening to your inner mentor, really going into introspection, really kind of isolating yourself so you can get a good focus on what it is that you want and what it is that you need and desire for you to be happy. Really focusing on your own happiness is what I'm getting here. So with the Hermit and then the Two of Wands, this is, really focusing on your future. I do feel like you were very hurt or have been hurt in the past, very disappointed, very always waiting for, like, other people to kind of treat you right, or waiting for other people to do what you would do for them. You're just always waiting for this pain or this heartache to turn into something positive, but it's like you expected other people to give you that instead of you giving it to yourself. So now you're not waiting anymore. I do feel like you are really deciding to put your feelings, your emotions, your desires first, and kind of healing and moving on past this, like, heartbreak waiting type of situation I'm seeing here, especially with the 7 of Cups in reverse next to the Tower. You're finally making that decision. No more procrastination. You're finally waking up. You're being conscious about what you're focusing on, what you're doing. You're being conscious on what it is you want to attract to you, what it is you want to manifest. And I do feel like you're cutting away anything that doesn't vibe on your vibe. Like if it's not on your level of, you know, what you need to be happy, then you're cutting it away, no questions asked. You're kind of just really taking a stance here, because I feel like you really have been fed up with, you know, the non-movement or procrastination of yourself and of other people, and you're no longer waiting for other people. It's like you're taking matters into your own hands with this. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries, you're really doing things for you. Like you're really just focused on yourself. So this is like a really great energy in terms of like, you know, what unexpected changes are coming your way. You're starting to focus on yourself and you're going to start seeing results. But before you start seeing those results with this tower here, things are going to have to crumble away. And I feel like a lot of it is internal. I don't think it's a lot of external circumstances, but it could be. I feel like it's a lot of internal, of like, you know, you having this limiting self-belief that no one cares about you or no one loves you, that you're alone, that you don't deserve certain things. Like all of those beliefs, those like scarcity minded beliefs, those poverty conscious minded beliefs are leaving, and you're finally realizing like you have a big heart, you deserve love, you deserve someone to love you back, you deserve to not have to do everything, to not be the one responsible for everyone and everyone else is just kind of unloading the responsibilities onto you. You deserve help, you deserve support. You just deserve the love that you would give in return, and you're really focused on that. You're not going to be focusing so much on like the betrayals of the past. You're going to be focusing on what you want your future to look like, which is healthy relationships with people, places, things, money, success, all of that stuff. So you're really in this like really focused energy of like just really you're wanting to take action and just wanting to have a new start, wanting to do things differently. I do feel like you could possibly meet a new person coming into your life. You could and I do feel like this is going to take time. I do think this is going to be over, like, because with the new moon in Aries, this is sometimes can take up to 12 months to see the change, but I do feel like the change is already starting, and this is going to maybe take 12 months of practice, because this is something that that has been embedded in you, you've been conditioned by. So that's going to take some time to uncondition yourself to believing certain things, or to being like a doormat to people, or letting people take advantage of you. This is going to take some time, but I do feel like the more that you focus on your future, on the present moment and the future, and meditate, the faster that this death transformation will take place here. So yeah, you're going to be really determined. You're going to be really self-asserted, really brave. This new moon in Aries also talks about success in whatever endeavor you want to go into, but this is also about not going too fast, and treating people the way that you would want to treat them as you charge toward your goals. So not treating people the way that they treated you, but really just, you know, accepting the fact that whatever happened, and, you know, creating better karma for yourself also, and just really focused on what you want to manifest, in really setting your intentions. That's what I'm trying to say. Setting your intentions, and like just doing new work. I feel like new projects, new work, new successes are coming into your life over the next 12 months. I feel like you're just going to see it trickle in the more that you release karma and baggage, and the more that you release like a lot of things that were unfair to you, and not hold on to it like a badge of honor, but really accept it, learn the lesson from it, and move forward. I feel like this is a really strong time for you to kind of get what you want your life to look like in the next year from now, because I do feel like it's going to be completely changed and completely transformed from where you are right now watching this video. So that is what I see for you guys as what big unexpected changes are coming your way. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If not, you can feel free to check another pile. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Okay, my second pile, if you chose the present, this is your reading for what big unexpected changes are coming towards you. Now, couple things. So we have a new start is coming. Love, claim your art. But this new start is coming. Like, this card rarely ever comes out when I use this deck, so I feel like this is a really, really big energy, a really significant new start is coming into your life. But I'm really interested in this Claim Your Art because this is a new deck that I don't really use. So I want to kind of tap into this and see what's going on. But just from your tarot cards, I am seeing you putting yourself first. You're doing what you love. And I feel like you're getting out of situations that weren't loving. So this could be a romantic relationship, it could be a family relationship and dynamic, and you're just going after things that you love, things that are of value to you, especially ending on this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're really starting to value your desires, your wishes, or you're going to start valuing what you desire and start manifesting it rather quickly, because I do feel like there's been some unfair things in your life, or just very unjust, very karmic things that you've been having to go through. And I do feel like that is definitely coming to an end. And I feel like it has to do with love, and love in all forms, like romantic, friendships, family, stuff like that. Like you've just dealt a lot with like maybe unloving situations, unloving environments that really stem from maybe your childhood. I feel like there's going to be a new maybe a reconciliation with people from your childhood, your family members, a sibling, a parent, something like that. I feel like you're just gonna have this new start, or this new clarity, or this new this new clarity about a family dynamic and how it has affected your friendships and your romantic life in a whole. I feel like there's just going to be this new start that you're going after. You're going after things that you've dreamed about when you were a little kid, like dreams that you've had, dreams about the type of relationships you wanted, the type of dynamics you wanted in relationships. Just, it's like this whole new love, because I do feel like with this 3 of Cups reverse and this 10 of Cups reverse, there's something that was misaligned in the past, or that has been misaligned, and I feel like you're gonna start aligning yourself with things that are more stable. If this is about a romantic relationship, I do feel like there has been someone that has been in and out of your life, possibly because they've been giving their attention to a third party situation. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it can be like they've been giving their time to friends. Mostly I'm getting with this card, them paying attention to friends who are not even really supportive, or I'm getting the thing that they're just not even real friends. Or this could be you, like maybe getting a new friend group, getting a new soul family, because I feel like whatever friendships you're in that aren't working, they're very in and out, they're very inconsistent, they're not really there when you need them. It's just kind of for a good time, and then you never speak to them until you want another good time, you know what I'm saying? So there's that type of dynamic. And then I feel like in terms of like your relationships and family, and maybe you're married, or maybe you're in a committed relationship, I do feel like there's something that's misaligned. Now, this can heal depending on, it's going to depend on you and your situation, but I do feel like there's like a misalignment of values. There's some disharmony that needs to happen, and you may be having a renewal of that, where you finally get to have the harmony you want in this relationship, whether that be, like I said, family, romantic, or otherwise, or you're just going to decide to go in another new direction, something that is more honest. Because I do feel like there's someone around you that really cares about you, that wants to reconcile with you, but you could be feeling a little bit burdened or trapped because you're already in a situation, but there's someone that you really have a strong connection with, that you want to give it a go. But I do feel like you're in a situation that is unfair, and you want to end things, but I honestly think you will be ending things and really be putting yourself first, but it's just kind of a tricky situation I'm hearing. Like it's kind of something that needs to take time, or you may just do it and just kind of rip the band-aid off and go with this new person, because I do see like a soulmate energy coming through here. And not to say that the person you're with now, if it's not working, because that was a soulmate type of vibe, but I feel like it was more like some karma you needed to kind of go through with this person. And whether or not you've learned from the karma, or like, repaid the karma, is going to be whether or not you continue moving forward with this person, or a new person's coming in. But either way, I feel like that was confusing, but either way, I do feel like you're kind of putting your own emotions first, because they've been on the back burner. You haven't been emotionally satisfied or happy in a really long time. And so the universe is giving you this opportunity to follow your dreams, to be really clear on your dreams and what you love and who you love, so that you don't have this unjust karma in your world. Because I do feel like there's some type of something that's been like karmically unfair, or you haven't really been speaking your truth, but it's coming to an end, because with this Queen of Pentacles, you're finally going to know what you value, and you value happiness, satisfaction, contentment, and you bringing that into your life, and you attracting someone who's also content, so you both can have a content life. Instead of focusing on this person making you happy, you're going to be making yourself happy. So with Claim Your Art here, this card really speaks about obviously creativity, about freely expressing yourself. It's about trusting that creative urge. So I do feel like a lot of you have been in an environment that hasn't made you feel creative because you're emotionally like withdrawn, or you're just not happy in the situation, and you're ready to like burst. I feel like you're ready to like break out of your cage and really go after something. There's something around you that's going to come in that you love, that's like going to give you the emotional abundance that you need. It's going to be a new beginning. It's going to be something that you've been dreaming about for quite some time, and it has to do with something you love or someone you love. This could be work, like I said, romantic or otherwise, but there is something that is going on right now, or that will be going on soon, that will have a new start in your love life. So there's definitely like you could be artists, this could be a new artistic project or work situation where you're finally going to express your real artsy side and stuff like that, or your work is going to be viewed, or you're finally going to have your work seen, or something like that. It's just this is a childhood dream that you've been dreaming of that has been stagnant because it's been blocked by other people, I feel, mostly, and you just not maybe sticking up for yourself and putting yourself and your desires first. So this is all about, I do feel like maybe if you've lost touch with your creative side, that's something that's going to be front and foremost very soon, coming back into your life. Yeah, it's just time to like be creative again with Claim Your Art. I feel like it's time for you to either paint or sing or dance, or just, engage in some other creative outlet to kind of free yourself. I do feel like you've just been trapped. I'm getting this trapped energy with the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups reverse. Like, you're trapped in a situation that is just not making you happy, and it's stifling your creative side, your spirit, and you need to break free of it, and you need to just accept it and kind of move on. But with not the right time, this card is saying, I'm gonna pull something on that card because it's kind of bothering me, but yeah, there's definitely an artistic side to you that needs to be expressed that has been trapped for quite some time, and you're finally going to realize your dream and finally going to put an end to this unjust unfairness in your life and start doing something that really has value and holds value and it is near and dear to you, that could be quite beneficial financially and quite prosperous, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to pull for the not the right time, just because I don't know why it's kind of bothering me and it's confusing me. So let's see what this not the right time is about. I'm gonna pull 3. We have here we have the Death, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the 4 of Cups. This is about an ending, a quick ending. If you're thinking, so remember when I was talking about the relationship thing? If you're thinking about ending a relationship, I don't know if I said this, but if you're with someone that's kind of, you just feel emotionally detached from, like not in sync, like just disharmonious, I feel like this is saying like, this is not yet the right time to kind of end things. This is more a time to kind of just focus on your own dreams and desires right now, because things will balance themselves out, is what I'm hearing. So this is about a transformation taking place where you're finally going to take an opportunity to do something. Where you're finally going to take an opportunity to go after something that you have been like just emotionally detached from. Oh my God, I'm getting so many messages from this. This is like a transformation, definitely with the new start and the Death here. This is about a transformation of love. Like, your love life is transforming. Your love for life is transforming and it's changing. And I don't feel like you're going to become maybe you've been bored lately and complacent, and like I said, just emotionally detached from your partner, from your friends. And it's because you haven't been focusing on your dreams, on your desires, on your wishes. And you're finally going to have the opportunity to do that. So the universe is giving you the opportunity to have a new start when it comes to love. And it's going to start with your art. It's going to start with your creative side. Whatever creative endeavor you love doing, it's going to come from there. So I don't know if I clarified, but not the right time enough. But there is something that is not the right time to end yet. And I do feel like it stems from a relationship or a friendship. So it may not be the right time to end a romantic relationship or a friendship, more just kind of focus on your own stuff. Focus on your own desires and your own wishes. Don't cut something off so quickly is also what I'm hearing. Okay. If you're thinking about cutting something off like right now, I do feel like now is not the best time because you're not kind of, I don't want to say emotionally stable, but you're not emotionally here, like present. Does that make sense? So if you're just feeling some type of way and you just want to cut it off and just get it over it. Remember I was saying like rip the Band-Aid off? Okay, maybe not do that and just kind of wait for a minute. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but don't do it right now just because you're feeling it in the moment. Like wait it out a little bit because what you're feeling right now is not even really true to what's going on is what I'm hearing in terms of like a romantic or a friendship. It's just kind of something that needs to balance itself out. There's other things that need to come into play before you make that decision is what I'm hearing. But in the meantime, like I was saying, really focus on your money, really focus on your like pentacles, your wishes, your desires, whatever you wish and desire, really focus on that. Your art, your creativity. I feel animals. I'm hearing animals. So focus on your animals. If you have animals, if you want to work with animals, maybe you paint or draw animals, focus on something like that because it's going to have this new effect on you and this new transformative start. And you're going to have that resurgence of your feelings come up again. And then you can decide whether this relationship or friendship is working for you or whether you want to go with a new person. Because like I said, I am seeing another person. But right now, I think you're just too emotionally disconnected to make any strong decisions. So you really need to focus on your art first and foremost before you decide to cut anything out. And then once you're in that emotionally stable place, then you can do so. So basically what I see coming for you is a lot of emotional balance, a lot of abundance, prosperity, a lot of your wishes coming true, a lot of emotionally like emotional satisfaction and desires. I do see an end to something. It could not be an end to a relationship, but maybe a dynamic in that relationship could come to an end that's just made you feel bored or that just doesn't do it for you anymore. But like I said, don't make that decision now. Wait till you get into your artistic creative side because then, like I said, you'll be more emotionally present and you'll know what does or doesn't do things for you anymore. Does that make sense? Like you'll know what works for you and what's not making you happy instead of you just being miserable and so you think everything in your life is just not gonna make you happy, but that's not the case. Because definitely there's a new start coming. And with the love here, it says I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Like I said, you just need to change your perception before you make any big decisions because things are still being worked out. There's still karma that's being worked out and played out here before this new start can come. But the new start is already promised. It's already here for you, so you don't have to worry about that too much. I think you just need to kind of start doing things you love. Start being spontaneous is what I'm hearing. Start kind of searching for your truth, your happiness, and let the universe kind of balance things and end things and complete things so that you can be happy again. So there's a lot of happiness, like I said, coming to you. Maybe your art is getting recognized. There's something new that you love that you've been like dreaming of is going to come to you. But yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If not, you can pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you so much love and light. I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, my third pile. So, if you chose the door emoji, this is your reading for what big unexpected changes are coming your way. So, we have some interesting energy and interesting cards here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of unexpected changes happening. Throughout from when you watch this through, like, I'm getting like 12 months, so a year. There's going to be a lot of changes going on, a lot in your mental space, a lot in your direction. I feel like you're changing directions in your life, one that's more prosperous, more abundant, more nurturing, more loving, more emotionally fulfilling, that's more aligned to your values, that's more harmonious. And it could have to do with starting a family is something I'm hearing. So you definitely could find out you're pregnant, or that you want a family, that you want to get pregnant, that you want to have kids. That is something I'm picking up. And if that's not the case, that I do feel like this is a new work situation that's more nurturing, that's something that you really love, something that you feel is like your purpose, that just brings a lot of joy to you, a lot of happiness, and a lot of abundance. There's a lot of prosperity coming your way. But like I said, I do feel like there's a couple things that need to be taken care of before this can happen. So let's start with this laugh at your demons card. So this laugh at your demons card is about judging yourself or another person too harshly. This is about you being afraid or having a fear of rejection, you feeling misunderstood, that I just feel like there's a misunderstanding, or you just feeling like you're not understanding the truth to a situation. I feel like maybe you may be misreading a situation, or you may be taking yourself too seriously or something like that. But whatever the case is, in terms of like big unexpected changes, this is changing. You're no longer going to be taking yourself so seriously, or you're going to be seeing a very empathetic side to yourself show up, and you're going to be expressing this to other people. I feel like your perspective is changing. You're going to see the humor in little things that bother you, little altercations, because we do have a few altercations. Well, just this one card, the Five of Wands reverse, that is coming up, and I feel like you're going to handle that differently, because when it comes up in reverse, it means you're not going to engage, you're not going to indulge in maybe petty conversations, debates, aggressive behaviors as you were in the past, because you're kind of seeing them as a burdensome. You're seeing them as, what's the point? You're seeing them as, we all have opinions. Doesn't make them true, it just makes them our opinions, our perspectives at the moment, but you don't have to take it so seriously. So if you were taking people's opinions seriously, that's going to change. And I feel like maybe you were at one point and you were really taking it to heart, but now you're not going to do that. You're kind of learning how to relax, how to breathe, how to see things from another point of view. That will bring much clarity and understanding to your own choices and your own direction in life. So this is definitely about like an ego shift I'm getting here. So your ego is shifting. Your ego is changing. You could be going through an ego death, or soon will be. I feel like you're returning to your true self, your true love, your true higher self. You're lightening up. You're seeing the humor in a present situation. I feel like you're shedding light on moments that are open for healing. I feel like you're going to be healing a lot of situations, whether you're coming together with people and kind of like having that agree to disagree conversation, or you're kind of just letting them go and you're just focused on your own happiness and abundance and stuff like that. I do feel for a lot of you, this is about some type of birth, like giving birth to something, whether it be a baby or a job or a new relationship. I do feel like you're just more focused on how you want your future to be, and less indecisive and more confident about it, and less taking on other people's opinions. So I do feel like you will be breaking free of like psychic bondage that arise from other people's egos and your egos, and it clashing, and it both parties being overly judgmental and in ego. So like I said, big ego death, big judgments being over. With the empathy card here, it says I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So this is a really strong message that's coming through here, where you all are going to be seeing, coming from a more loving place, coming from a more balanced place, and seeing, not taking everyone's opinion so seriously. I feel like you're going to be more sensitive to vibrations and to energy. So if you have been feeling low quality energy from people, low quality vibrations, instead of like judging it or, indulging in it for the sake of just kind of making peace, quote unquote. You're going to be kind of easing up yourself. You're gonna be like what is the word? You're gonna be like not engaging in it anymore. You're gonna notice it, and then you're gonna choose a different direction. You're gonna choose a different vibration. You're gonna choose a different thing. You're just gonna choose a different perspective on the situation, one that's more empathetic, and one that's more where you're getting more information. Instead of like taking things at face value, you're going to be asking a lot more questions. You're not going to be just taking everything at face value anymore. You're really going to be asking, well, why? A lot of whys, a lot of like getting more information about things that don't seem right to you, that don't feel right to you anymore, whether this is through people, friends, family, coworkers, whatever the case may be. It could just be the world, you seeing things in the world and you just feeling like something's not adding up or something doesn't make sense. You're going to be really looking into more information, and not so much like taking other people's opinions, but finding people who kind of vibe on the same, that just when you hear their opinion, it resonates with you, instead of making you uncomfortable or making you feel like your ego is being attacked. You're not taking it so harshly. You're kind of just looking for something that resonates with you better. I feel like a lot of you, like your insecurities, if you've been a lot of like insecure, because the ego does, when it comes up in terms of a reading and energy and it's being like overly dramatized, or just, when ego stuff is coming up, I do feel like there's a certain level of like insecurity. So if you have been insecure or feeling insecure, you're going to realize just how much you are beautiful, and that everyone has insecurities, and it's not something to take so seriously. It's something to just kind of accept and maybe like find some humor in it if you can. There's always something to be, when you can laugh at something, when you can laugh at yourself or your own messiness or insecurities, it just lightens the load a little bit. It doesn't make it so seriously. Like nothing is as serious as it seems. This is all very illusionary. The world we live in, this is all very temporary. So to take anything so seriously is just kind of wasting your time, wasting your energy, and you could be focused on more abundant, prosperous things and endeavors. So this is about you really being able to trust your higher self, because you know that it will guide you back to a more confident and secure place. This is about being more grateful, being more present, seeing how blessed you are in this present moment, no matter how messy, no matter how insecure you may feel, and trusting that everything will be worked out as soon as the more that you laugh, the more that you find the humor in situation, the more certain that everything will work out the way it's supposed to. So I do feel like there's going to be a more lightening of your load. And I do feel like a lot of this heavy load comes from people's opinions that you were taking seriously. And it could just be like, society. It doesn't have to be anyone specific, but it could be anything. And I feel like you're kind of releasing that and releasing, people's expectations of how your life should be. You're kind of going on your own way. Maybe you've been wanting to be a mom since you could remember, and people have told you like, hey, you have to have a career first, or it's best to have a career first, or it's best to do this and this first. And so you're kind of questioning that. You're seeing like, is it possible to, maybe have a baby and a career? Is it possible that I don't have to have a career or, a strong job before I have a baby or something like that? This is an example. It could be anything like that, or before I start a family, or before, do I have to have a house before I can, do I have to get married before I buy my own house? Something like that. Is like you're changing your beliefs about a lot of stuff, and things that made you insecure in the past are not going to be so heavy now, because you're realizing that it was just other people's opinions and beliefs, and you were just carrying their responsibilities, carrying their expectations, instead of just focused on your own expectations for your own life. I feel like you're going to be way more confident making decisions here. So with the King of Swords and the Chariot, I do feel like, even though the Chariot's reversed, I do feel like it just means you're changing direction, and you're changing direction you're changing your direction to a more authentic direction, that's more personal, one that's more vibrationally equivalent to how you feel and what you think. I feel like you've kind of been gaining a lot of information about your future, and you have gained a lot of wisdom. I feel like you've been through a lot of things, and you're just waiting and wanting to go move in a new direction that's just honestly more authentic to what you want. And it's like you basically are not caring what other people think, no matter if like 99.9% of the world thinks it. If it doesn't resonate with you, you're not bothering with it. You're not forcing yourself to take it on as your opinion or your belief. You're kind of just letting people have their say and have their beliefs, and you moving on, and not taking it so personally, and not taking it as, it's not fighting your ego, but you're taking it as, okay, they have their beliefs, I have my beliefs, let's agree to disagree, and let's just move on, because you want what you want now. You've been really indecisive, and you've been kind of, really indecisive about maybe a leadership role or a job position or something that you want to do, that you've kind of been juggling in your head about. But I do feel like there's going to be victory here. There's going to be some type of victorious moment where people are going to like recognize you for your leadership, your success, and stuff like that. And for even if your success is just like releasing people's expectations and burdens, that's a big deal. Like, a lot of people carry a lot of people's beliefs and opinions as their own, and don't give the time to kind of realize that what they have been thinking is theirs is really just other people's other thoughts, other beliefs that they have just adopted as their own, and they really don't take the time to kind of figure out what is it they believe and have the courage to kind of stand up for their beliefs, despite if like I said, 99.9% of the world believes something different. So I do feel like that's a really big accomplishment, and you will be recognized for that, and people will look up to you and maybe ask you. You could start your own business and encouraging people to be more empathetic, to kind of laugh at their own demons, to not take things so seriously. You could be starting a spiritual channel or a spiritual blog or some type of empathetic work. I feel you're very much an empath, and you're very sensitive, and you're very but now you're using your sensitivity to be abundant, you're seeing your sensitivity as a gift as much as more of a gift than it is an insecure type thing, like a faulty thing. That's something that you may have felt bad about, or people made you feel bad about being sensitive or something like that. Does that make sense? So you're being more into your sensitivity, but also you're very logical and you're very smart. I feel like you're very business minded, and you're very practical, and you know how to use both to your advantage. But for so long, I feel like your sensitivity has been a burden to you, that you have neglected it. But I don't think you're going to neglect it anymore, because when you can't, I feel like you have very much a higher calling, and spirit is really guiding you to kind of listen to that. You're very empathetic, and you can heal or help a lot of people with your empathy when you see both sides to a situation. So you could be a Libra, I'm getting here. You don't have to be, but it could be your strong air sign, and maybe you're just not into your water side, or if you have any water placements like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe you're just learning to listen more to your emotions and your feelings and your intuition, and not taking it as a burden, but more as a gift, and something that could really help you and help others. And you could birth this whole new beginning, this whole new emotional fulfillment, this whole new thing that's more aligned to your values and your goals. With the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands being reversed, I do feel like there is a burden you are letting go. There has been some type of conflict, some type of petty friends or family, or just environments that you have just been struggling to overcome, and you will overcome it. You are going to release it, because it's been such a burden to you, and you just don't feel good in that environment. You just feel like it's all low vibe, like it's just something that's just not hopeful to you. And then with the Empress at the end here, I do feel like you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to have this abundant new beginning. You're going to either travel or see the world, or have the opportunity to do so. You could be working with people abroad. Working with people abroad. I do feel like whatever it is, it's going to be really prosperous, with the prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. you're just getting more grounded and more like stable, thinking of practical plans that are emotional and logical, you know, really balancing your head and your heart. I feel like you're going to be working on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is definitely opening up with the empathy here, and you laughing at your demons. You're really going to be more sensitive to yourself, to your feelings, and to other people's feelings as well, and really having those boundaries as what's yours and what's theirs. So you're going to be learning about emotional boundaries and just boundaries in general, getting more information. I do feel like you're just going to be learning a lot more about emotions and about handling your emotions and handling other people's emotions and taking on other people's things, so that you can be like more centered and more nurturing and more focused and really have this thing of self-love. I feel like you're going to be in a much more loving place for yourself, really much more in a nurturing place for yourself. And the more that you can nurture yourself, the more that you can nurture others. So you're really learning how to nurture yourself, in what ways to nurture yourself that works for you, instead of taking other people's opinions too seriously. And other people could have ideas, but that doesn't mean you have to take them on as your own, especially if they don't resonate with you. It's really learning about what resonates with you and what doesn't, what feels good and what doesn't. If something or someone, or you're in a place that does not feel, that makes you feel anxious, that makes you feel insecure, that makes you feel just like low vibe, then maybe that's not the place for you to be. Now, I do feel like you have to look at, you know, why it's making you feel this way, and then kind of why it's triggering your triggers and stuff like that. But if you're around people that just make you feel indecisive, or just don't highlight, you know, or just not positive energy, or just high vibrational type of energy, then I do feel like you're going to overcome it. And it's something that's you're going to move out and away from it into this more Empress energy, where you're going to enjoy your own time. You're going to enjoy your own company. And in enjoying your own company, you are definitely in the vibration of attracting someone who also enjoys their own company. And then you guys can accompany together and create a family. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Whatever the ending is here, you're going to have a really good, prosperous, abundant, emotionally fulfilling type of ending. But like I said, it doesn't come without some challenges and without some redirection and without some focus and some learning and some wisdom from your past, and just more like being more confident in who you are. So you're definitely gonna be more confident in who you are. You're gonna see things from a clearer perspective. You're gonna be learning how to balance your emotions, how to balance your shadow and light side, how to be more confident with that, how to accept that we all have a shadow and light side. And you know, it's all about just kind of what am I trying to say? Balancing the two and working with each other, you know, and kind of leaving things behind that aren't changing is what I'm hearing for some reason. Like if people are the same and they're not willing to grow, then it's something that you're leaving and it's just become a burden to you and you just want nothing to do with anymore. So yeah, so it's really, really positive stuff, really, really abundant, just a new type of emotional happiness that I feel like you've been dreaming about, that you didn't think you could have, but you can as soon as you get clear, as soon as you come to this place of self-love. So there's going to be some unexpected self-love tests and challenges and rewards coming to you, is what I'm seeing here, along with abundance and prosperity and money opportunities and work opportunities coming to you as well. So this is what I see for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. If not, you can feel free to check out another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Okay, my fourth pile, if you chose the crystal ball, this is your reading for what big unexpected changes are coming your way. And I do see that these changes could be coming within the next few weeks here, because we have this card. So I would say like the next 2 to 7 weeks. These are when these big unexpected changes will take place. So, okay. I do see that there is going to be some type of communication or some type of message that is going to be disappointing. Now, I do feel from these cards that there is some type of lesson you will be learning. So this big unexpected change is coming through a lesson. It is coming through a lesson of, are you really committed to fulfilling your life's dream? Like, how committed are you to being honest and really examining your life as it is right now, as to what is making you happy, what is making you not happy, what is making you what is making you feel fulfilled and stable, and what is not making you fulfilled and stable. And I do feel like this is kind of talking about a particular relationship in your life, possibly romantic, doesn't have to be, but I am getting the sense that there is some type of person or relationship you are dealing with that is a lesson. And it's a lesson about forgiveness, and it's a lesson about committing to your truth as to what you deserve, what you don't deserve, and what makes you feel stable and committed and what doesn't. And I do feel like there's a person that does not want the same thing as you, or is just kind of very unstable, but they're learning how to be stable, but they're still unstable, but they are going to communicate this new truth to you about something. But I do feel like it's going to be painful, because the first card here we have is the Three of Swords. But with the wake up call here, this is really asking yourself, like, how satisfied you feel so far in your life right at this moment. Like, look at what you have, but also, like, look at what's missing. You know what I'm saying? And you can relate this to any area in your life. This could be work, job, relationships, whatever. But this is about what inner signals from your soul have you been ignoring when it comes to this person, this job, this relationship. What vibes have you been denying yourself for fear of, like, not being liked or something like that? And what distractions are keeping you from listening to your soul's calling, and reclaiming your power? This is about no longer being passive. This is about speaking up and speaking your truth, finding your balance from within. This is about something that is happening in your life that will be within the next few weeks here that you can't ignore. You can't ignore how this is going to make you feel. And I do feel like this is not going to make you feel good. But again, this is a lesson about forgiveness. So you're learning a lesson about forgiveness in terms of learning how to forgive yourself. And forgiveness is all about, the card says, I acknowledge that harboring resentments blocks the flow of love. So this is about not resenting the person giving you this message, but not resenting anything, honestly, but not resenting the person, especially not resenting the message, because this message, no matter how painful or how hurtful, is going to set you free, is going to release you from a lot of blocks and a lot of past resentments. Now, I don't know if you're going to see it that way at first, but this is what Spirit is saying. This is what's happening. This is why this is happening. So this is about you coming into your power through this maybe difficult or harsh lesson that you have to learn. This is about waking up, reconnecting, becoming conscious again, becoming more authentic in yourself. And we do see that here with the Seven of Wands here. It's about welcoming any restlessness that you're feeling and really awakening to that. It's about, even though you may be uncomfortable, it's about just being more conscious, being more honest about what's not working in your life, and knowing that it's time to change something, and that just knowing that you'll get to where you need to go quite soon. This wake up call is all about, it is coming through the term of a lesson and through somebody else. And it's about, this is going to be like a lesson in forgiveness. Like I said, forgiveness in yourself and forgiveness in this person, and still having faith in whatever dreams. Even though if you couldn't get your dreams from this person or situation, it's about still having faith in that and forgiving this person for not being able to meet you where you needed or to give you what you needed. And just knowing that we're all on our own independent journey, and to stop waiting for this person or this situation to change, but you making the change you need to go forward and create the dreams that you want for yourself, and then having faith that you'll meet someone else that will collaborate with you instead of kind of holding you back or just kind of disappointing you or gaslighting you, whatever the situation may be. So this is going to happen within the next few weeks here. I do feel like with this Three of Swords and this Temperance reverse that there has been a lack of forgiveness. Absolutely. A lack of compassion, a lack of balance. I feel like you could be in a situation with, like I said, a friend, a family member, a relationship that is just not working out. It's not balanced. It's like oil and water. It's just not mixing. And it is causing you more heartbreak than necessary. And you have to learn how to release this. Either release this or I want to say work on it, but I don't, for some of you, you'll want to work on this relationship. But for others of you, I just feel like you'll want to work on your relationship with yourself, because this kind of reflects the relationship you have with yourself is reflected on the relationship you have with this person. I do think that there's something that is coming through here in terms of a message that's going to be like a little painful with the Three of Swords, and hurtful and sadness. But like I said, it's a lesson in forgiveness. And with this Temperance here in reverse, this is about like, you committing to your own balance first and foremost before you commit to someone else. This is about you not being in balance within yourself, because I feel like you've let something go on longer than necessary. And so this is your wake up call to no longer allow this situation to continue to hurt you or upset you or disappoint you. And it's like this spirit is saying, like, why do you keep involving or engaging in this type of relationship with this person when you know they're just going to disappoint you because they're not in a balanced place themselves? And you just keep attracting each other because you're both not in this balanced place within yourself. So you just keep hurting each other, and you keep hurting yourselves. So this is definitely a big lesson in forgiveness and like finding that balance within, finding that spiritual and practical balance, and really meditating and finding compassion and moderation in what you do and how you do it, and really working towards that. This is a daily practice as well. I think this is something you're going to have to find a daily routine in, as to finding that balance and meditating. We have 2 sevens here, which speak about spirituality and personal growth. So this is definitely a lesson in spirituality, a lesson in spiritual growth and how you see yourself and being more authentic. There's a really strong message here about being more authentic with yourself and being more honest, having an honest self-appraisal about what you are engaging in, who you're engaging yourself with, and like the environment and everything like that. And this can be in any area in your life. So with the 7 of Pentacles reverse next to like the Temperance reverse and then the 7 of Wands upright, I do feel like this is something that is not harvesting any fruit anymore. Something that is not you're not receiving what you need from this. And so I do feel like you're walking away. You're finally walking away from something that has been emotionally unfulfilling and emotionally unbalanced. And you're walking away from this in the physical. Like if this is a person, a place, or a thing, you're walking away. And you're walking away from this type of belief about yourself, this type of unbalanced behavior within yourself. You're finally going to find out and go towards something that's more stable from within, that makes you feel more confident, that makes you feel more balanced, more happy, more grateful, because there's a situation that needs to end here, that it's just not making you happy, and it's just honestly bringing a lot of bad juju or bad vibes your way. It's just kind of like blocking your abundance, and it's blocking your harvest of it's blocking your dreams, it's blocking your faith in your dream, it's blocking your dreams, whatever dreams you may have. So this is definitely a big wake-up call. With the 7 of Wands here, I love this card. It's like my favorite card. It's all about finding that balance, that truth, speaking from an honest place, a confident place, but not being defensive. I feel like a lot of people could be jealous of you, or a lot of people could just want what you have and try to attack you or bring you down, especially in the past, or this is something that you need to end, these people doing this or this person doing this. It's because they're jealous and they're not happy with themselves, but you've been taking it so personally, which is fair, and you've been taking on as yourself and kind of dealing with it. But now I feel like you're realizing, like, why am I actually dealing with this? Has nothing to do with me. This is their issue. And you kind of getting back into yourself and getting back into that stable place within yourself, that grounded place, that place that makes you happy, then attracting people who are also in that same type of vibe. I do feel like this is something that you are coming into an awareness of balance, like a new level, like you're stepping up to a new level within yourself, a new level in your personal growth, a new level in your spirituality through this lesson, through this wake-up call. And so the King of Pentacles reverse was a little shocking to see after the 7 of Wands, but I do feel like this is something where you're being more honest about what you need to be stable. This is some new clarity coming your way. This is not being afraid of the hard work it takes for you to feel stable within yourself, but knowing that, this is about having faith. This card still talks about having faith within yourself, having faith that you can have what you want and desire, but it's going to take some truth. It's going to take some clarity. It's going to take a new perspective for you to have it, and it's going to take discipline and hard work to achieve it. So instead of just feeling like, not having faith and giving up on yourself, this is about really like pushing through and persevering and really forgiving yourself for past things that you have put up with, forgiving other people for doing those things to you, because it wasn't there any reflection on your value. It was just a reflection on how they felt about themselves. Does that make sense? So you're kind of starting to see the truth in your relationship with yourself and how that's reflected upon your relationship with others outside of yourself, and you're really starting to be clear about it, and not be so, really use your instincts when it comes to your future relationships in the future, really using your instincts, and really like, I'm getting like a sense of no more people pleasing or just trying to fit in places where you don't fit in, that don't value you. And it's like, the more that you value yourself, the more that you won't want to fit in. Like, people will just honestly attract to you when you are in this place of a like really good place of balance and stability and attraction and gratitude and happiness. When you're happy, you're just going to attract happy people. I feel like you need to forgive yourself for attracting this person who wasn't happy and unbalanced and very unbalanced and unstable, because you were in that place at one point. So there's no need to kind of hang on to resentments and stuff like that when you were that person at one time. So it's more like having compassion and just forgiving the whole situation, which is hard to do, I'm not gonna lie, but it's more like an acceptance of like, so that those resentments aren't blocking your future, aren't blocking your progress, aren't blocking your abundance that you've been trying to harvest, that haven't been coming in because you've kind of been like missing, or kind of not seeing the red flags, or missing pieces, or trying to make something work with someone or something that's just, it's not meant to work out. It was just a lesson for you to kind of step into your own power and see yourself for who you really are, and know that people are going to like you, people aren't gonna like you, and it doesn't matter either way. But you still have to be true to who you are, and you still have to focus on what stability means to you and success, and be clear and be conscious of the actions you're taking and why you're taking them, instead of just engaging in certain things for hollow reasons or frivolous reasons or low self-esteem or stuff like that. This is about really gaining the confidence to be yourself and to forgive people who have hurt you, and to forgive yourself for you hurting you, because people only can hurt you, the more that what am I trying to say? When you consent. It's like people can hurt you with your consent. So it's more like less looking at why they're hurting you, and more looking at why you have consented to the hurt. Why did you believe these harsh words that they said? Why did you think you deserve this pain, or this indifference, or this conflict, or this instability? It's more like looking at that and realizing that you don't deserve that, and you deserve stability and someone who wants to commit to you. But you have to commit to yourself. You have to be stable within yourself. You have to have faith in your dreams. Like, it doesn't matter if other people have faith in your dreams. You don't need them to. It's appreciated if they do, but it's more like, it's not a necessity. You have to have faith in your dreams. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't, then why should other people believe in you? It's kind of like that type of thing. So this is a really kind of heavy a lesson or unexpected change coming through that is really, really important to your future and your present moment, and will really like teach you a lot about yourself and about other people. Especially forgiveness is like the hardest lesson to learn. So you're really going to be learning about forgiveness within the next few weeks here, and it's going to be difficult, but I do feel like you're going to come through it very much more clear on who you are and what you want, and much more clear on this person or situation, without judging, without holding resentments, because you're realizing that that's just blocking your flow of love. And that doesn't mean that you didn't love this person and that this person didn't love you. It just meant like we're in that place of self-love for you both to really receive the love that you both have for each other. Now, it can work out in the end, or like after you come to this place of stability within yourself, but you have to come to that place of stability first and foremost before you can kind of work on this relationship again, or try to like restart it. Even if you want to, after you come to this place, that's going to be up to you, but you're definitely going to have this really big wake up call to your dreams and what has been holding you back from your dreams. So that is what I see for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. If not, you can feel free to take or pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.